There we go. Rolling Drinks in a Movie podcast. Everybody, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I'm here with co-host Matt Lackey.
And I would say thanks for staying up late, but you could be listening to this at any time. So it doesn't really matter. So it's late for us.
We're going to be talking about Network from 1970. I forgot to look up the year.
76.
It might be 76.
76, yeah.
Yeah. I'm mad as hell and I can't take it anymore, or I won't take it anymore.
How do you fuck that
Something
up?
like
I'm
that.
mad as hell and I'm not going to take it
And I'm
anymore.
not gonna
Holy,
take it
they
anymore.
spent half the movie.
I feel like I say that every day, so I
Right.
just get all mixed up.
No.
I say some variation of that.
You have lived the credence. Okay, I got you.
But so we're going to be doing a couple bottles here. Well, several.
Pace
now,
yourself, folks. Pace yourselves.
We're warming up on a Knob Creek 12, and we are about
And
to
it's
drink
tasty.
the brand new Knob Creek Blenders Edition. This is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, aged 10 years. Blenders Edition number 106 proof.
Dude, I'm trying to go in with no bias, but man, I love Knob Creek. Basically every expression they age, I love. So
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to try not to have the bias, try to keep an open mind, but it's Knob Creek. It's the.
Yeah, this is a really good. So I've already opened this one.
Okay, gotcha.
It's about $35-$40. So I think $40 ish. So just
That's it?
Basically the same price as the 9 year,
Yeah.
like the flagship. And this one is made to be a little bit of a sweeter blend. And then obviously we're a year older in terms of the age statement. So a little more age. Let's see what we got here. I never even
any
read the
notes?
side. So compared to the caramel and char of our classic 9-year bourbon, this expression has confectionery notes from specially selected barrels. Enjoy vanilla and warm oak. So let's get into it.
Confection. That sounds like baking, like they're making a cake or something.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna judge.
So here we go.
Okay,
Going on to the Blenders Edition.
Putting down my 12 and Blenders Edition. Let's see. And you said this just came out, right? This was just like a month
Yeah,
ago.
I think like a month ago.
Sweet
I
bourbon,
don't
right?
have another, I don't have any more of the classic 9 years. So
But
we're
it's
going to
funny, it
compare
has
with
notes
the
on the
12.
front. It says sweet bourbon blend. over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. No, they literally just made this one to make it sweeter. Like, hey,
Right.
let's
That's
make
cool.
a sweeter version of it.
I think it's not a bad idea by their part, because one of the things I do, especially people who don't drink bourbon or whiskey, like, oh, it's pretty strong right out of the, even the 9, it's which is the things you and I like about it. But I'm trying to get
on the nose, it's hard for me to tell. It
Yeah, I'm
just
not getting
smells
much.
like Knob Creek, like just
literally.
not too different from the Knob Creek
Let me smell
12,
the 12.
honestly.
Yeah, I'm
I feel like the 12 might have a little more spice on it.
maybe a little bit, yeah. But it's very similar. I got a little bit more spice on the 12 as well.
Surprisingly, at least looking at it through my Glen Cairns, the Blenders Edition, even though it's
Yeah,
slightly
yeah.
younger,
No, it looks
right here it looks the same, but in my glass it looked a little darker.
from my eye, from that angle, my angle looked darker. It looks
looked
darker.
the
Yeah.
Blenders, right?
The Blenders did.
Interesting. Well, here we go. Cheers.
Cheers. Interesting.
Yeah, that's damn good.
It is. It's really good. It's sweet. It's most definitely sweeter.
Yeah, definitely sweeter. I like we're at 106 proof here, so we're in a really good little sweet spot.
It's a tad more spice up front for me than the 12 was, interestingly enough.
Yeah,
Well, I guess it's a little bit more.
a little more of the
yeah.
proof. And we're at the shoulder on this bottle
That's
too.
fair.
The Knob 12 is like a halfway.
I like
I'm
it.
sure like the little extra couple years probably mellowed it out a bit too.
So I'm definitely getting like all the good, the normal
Yeah.
caramel, but it's sweeter though. It's just got more of that.
Like a little bit, and I do agree with like the vanilla. It's got
The vanilla.
a vanilla
Yeah.
buttercream,
That's
vanilla
what's going on.
icing kind of vibe.
Damn. Yeah, it's tasty. There could be a bottle of this in my cabinet pretty soon.
Yeah, I'd recommend it. I mean, I'm definitely gonna pick
$40.
another one up.
There's nothing really like it at $40. I mean, that I can think of.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know if it doesn't say that it's limited, but I'm going to guess it is. And it's Blenders Edition number 1. So I imagine they're going to do
got it.
I'm guessing this is probably going to be something they do maybe every year.
Dude, my second sip, by the way, was spicier than my first sip. That rarely
Mine
happens.
was too.
Oh, yours was too?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I was sorry.
I got less of the sweetness on the second go. But yeah, I'm curious what else they're gonna do, because the number 1 implies there's gonna be more. It almost seems like maybe like Maker's Mark wood finishing series where every year they have a different release, and all that in their little series. So
did they say what the recipe was? Like what the percentages of each?
No, they don't say the mash bill, but it's gonna be the usual Knob Creek.
Got it. Okay. So it's normal. I got what you're saying.
No, the only difference is crafted with hand selected barrels in Knob Creek to highlight rich vanilla and confectionery notes.
I got it. So they just handpicked. Okay, I understand.
Yeah. So just different blend is all to get that sweeter profile.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. No, I really like this one.
I'm digging it.
Let me go back to the 12. It's like nice and rich too. It's got a nice richness to it.
There we go. That's in a really tasty way. I mean, there's definitely a difference between them.
Man, so the 12, it kind of ramps up a little bit. Like it definitely has a longer finish.
Yeah.
Like you get more of the flavor on the end. Yeah, definitely different. For a second there, I thought the Blender's Edition was about to blow it out the water, but it didn't. Like they're both really good just in their different ways. In the 12, this is an interesting kind of exercise here because even with it only being 2 years older, like you definitely taste the extra oak for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
That for sure stands out.
For me personally, if I'm going to reach for one, I'm still reaching for the 12 only because that's my preference. But if there are times where I'm definitely in I need something a little bit more sweeter, this would absolutely be the one I go to. Yeah. And I'm not sure I would mix it. I mean, I don't think I'd want to mix anything. It's pretty sweet the way it is too. Like, not that I mix it that much anyway, ever, but
yeah. I mean, I'd be down to throw it in an old fashioned. Yeah. I'm not going to do it anytime soon, but for $40, I don't feel bad about it.
That's true too. Yeah.
40, 45.
It's not like you spent $300 on a bottle and that's fair.
I mean, I feel like I have so much Knob Creek 12 at home. I should make an old fashioned out of this one of these days.
So I forgot I have an unopened bottle in there too, actually. So yeah. In all fairness, I mean, if you see it for $60 or $70, it's almost just an instant because sometimes you see it marked up to 100 and stupid stuff like that.
And now, the distinguished television news commentator, Mr. Howard Beale.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like at this moment to announce that I will be retiring from this program in 2 weeks' time because of poor ratings. Since this show was the only thing I had going for me in my life, I have decided to kill myself. I'm going to blow my brains out right on this program a week from today.
What the hell's going on?
Prepare yourself for a perfectly outrageous motion picture.
Howard Beale went up there last night and said what every American feels, that he's tired of all the bull.
Sakes, Diana, we're talking about putting a manifestly irresponsible man on national television.
I am not putting Howard back on the air.
It's not your show anymore, Max. It's mine.
I got a feeling I'm being made.
You are.
Got to warn you, I don't do anything on my first date.
We'll see. I want a show developed based on the activities of a terrorist group.
Well, Ahmed, I'm gonna make a TV star out of you. Just like Archie Bunker.
You're the #1 show in television!
We're number one! There is no America. There is no democracy. There is only IBM and DuPont and Exxon. And you have meddled with the primal forces of nature. And you will atone. Am I getting through to you, Mr. Beale?
Why me?
Because you're on television, dummy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Network News Hour with Howard Beale.
I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. Things have got to change.
How many stations does this go out?
You've got to get mad.
67.
You've got to say... I want you to get up right now. Go to your window, stick your head out, and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Are they yelling in Atlanta, Herb?
Are they yelling in Atlanta, Ted?
I'm mad as hell. I'm not going to take it anymore.
Network by Patty Chayefsky, directed by Sidney Lumet, produced by Howard Gottfried. Television will never be the same.
Well, let's get into this movie, man.
Okay.
And there is a couple more drinks we got to have, but we'll save that for the end.
Okay.
So Network, 1976. I'm just going to give the synopsis real quick, straight off IMDb, because I don't even know that I could explain this movie. So a television network cynically exploits a deranged former anchor's ravings and revelations about mass media for its own profit, but finds that his message may be difficult to control. This was directed by Sidney Lumet, who did 12 Angry Men, one of the greatest movies of all time.
Did we talk about that one on the podcast?
We haven't. No,
Okay.
we'll have
I
to
love
do
that.
soon.
I love that movie. It's so good.
Written by Patty Chayefsky and starring Faye Dunaway, William Holden, who looks so old in this movie.
He really does.
Even though I guess he's only in his 50 or 50 or something. Peter Finch and Robert Duvall. R.I.P., man. And Ned Beatty. I thought he was going to be in the movie more, but man, does he steal the show when he does show up.
Oh my God. Yes, he does.
Steals the show.
So good.
Yeah, William Holden still has that great voice. Like he sounds exactly the same as he did in Sunset Boulevard. I have to watch that. Sally and I were kind of laughing that we're just like they mentioned several times about him being middle aged, and we're like, really middle aged? He seems quite a bit older than that.
Yeah. I shouldn't say 70, but he looks like he could easily be in his 60s.
Yeah,
so.
But I guess if he is in his 50s, if we're going off like 100-year lifespan, sure, you're in the middle.
Social norms are a little different in the 70s, whatnot, whatever.
Yeah.
So, what made you want to do this movie, or what made you pick it up in the first place?
Oh, so several months ago, maybe even a year ago, I have to give a shout out to Edgar Machuca, who was on my show.
Hey, yeah.
We talked about They Live, the John Carpenter film, and he brought this movie up to me. He's like, yeah, I forgot how he got into it. But yeah, he's like, have you seen Network? And he talked about the Ned Beatty scene, and he's like, yeah, you should definitely watch that. So really, I probably should have done this podcast with him, but the way circumstances worked out, you and I are here.
I'll take it.
So I'd been dying to see it ever since. And then a few months later, luckily I never ordered the Blu-ray because I was broke at the time or moving or whatever.
Right.
And then a few months later, Criterion Collection ended up releasing it.
Nice. Okay.
So I was like, all right, let me wait it out.
Yeah.
And then I bought the Criterion Blu-ray. So I've been holding on to that for a month or so, and I finally made some time to watch it.
If my guess is nowadays the algorithm would recommend this to you if you're into spoken films with have wonderful dialogue and the way things are spoken and stuff like that. That's the way I bumped into this one. I don't remember. I think I might have been listening to Kevin Smith or it might have been Sorkin. Somebody was giving an interview and they were like, "Oh, of course Network." That just like comes up as of course Network. I'm like, "What the hell?" Okay. And then so I watched this probably 15, 20 years ago, not in a theater, just at home, you know, on some shitty, it was probably shitty streaming at the time too, because I probably didn't have good internet, whatever, and had such a better time watching it last year and then rewatching it this time than the first time, because just the thing I love, just listening to the people talk. You could literally, it's one of those movies. There are so many things that I don't want to discount the cinematography, because we'll get into it. Cinematography is awesome in this flick, but just the way they talk. You can listen to this movie, like it's so good the way that people talk. It's so interesting. It just keeps you have to lean in kind of thing. You can't do anything. I felt like I almost tried to check my phone, and for 1 second I tuned out and I'm like, oh, got to lean back in because the dialogue is so good in the film.
Yeah, no, it really was, man. I think, it's just a banger dialogue and a banger story. What really, because there's something, I don't work in like network TV, but I do work for a TV channel or whatever. And our shit's nothing like that. At least here, I'm sure our headquarters.
Well, no shit is nothing like that. We don't make news like that anymore. To be honest with you, so. Well,
sometimes I wonder, man, like I imagine that headquarters, at least for the company I work for in New York,
wouldn't be surprised,
where they're like they're in the control room.
Most definitely.
I'm sure it's super just the way you see these messages coming through.
10 people involved in one.
I'm sure it sounds very stressful. Even anytime I have to edit a news package, I'm like, oh God, you got 10 minutes to do this.
Do it now.
Hopefully there's no errors.
Yeah.
But I think what else like really, I don't know, this movie.
You might have a top off a little bit, yeah.
Go ahead.
I figured with the cheaper bottle, it's I feel bad asking for seconds.
What was really amazing about this movie too, man, is it feels almost timeless, even though this is in the 70s and there's talk about the TV generation, like Faye Dunaway, like she was raised by television, by Bugs Bunny or whatever, which I love that line. Bugs Bunny, and, but once Howard Beale like kind of cracks and they exploit him and give him his own show to like be this prophet, they say, and their ratings are going up. And he just gets a rant about whatever the hell he wants and how life is bullshit. It's pretty amazing. Like one of the first kind of episodes when he's in that I think it's when he like walks to the station in the rain with his PJs and that coat on.
That's when he's mad as hell.
When he's mad as hell. But when he's talking about like the tube and this shit's all fake, like you're real, we're all fake. This isn't it. But this whole thing, and I wrote on Letterboxd, like this movie is I just wrote must see. Like everyone should see it. And it's amazing how timeless that is, because you can easily plug that in with social media, with internet, and it's like word for word. It like all makes sense. Word for word still makes sense. It's like that's almost prophetic in a way. It's pretty interesting.
It resonates on so many levels, and I think one of the things I took away from the film this time was how much impact the spoken word can have in scenes like that, where like I was thinking to myself, you know, how does one person get so many people to follow them? Because that continues to happen throughout history. We see it happening now. It happened 1,000 years ago. It happened 2,000 years ago. And there's just something powerful about saying things that resonate with people, that are so on the nose for whatever their belief is or whatever they're feeling at that given time. And I was like, holy, I mean, this literally, you could just put this in 2026. And by the way, parts of those movies have been homaged in more recent films. In fact, a lot of films since this movie was made. And I'm just like, damn, man, that's really impressive how much the writing, the acting, the filmmaking nailed that, right there in that moment. As much as there are definitely satirical parts of this, because there are times I'm laughing out loud in this film.
Yeah,
you know?
It's a very satirical movie for sure.
But then those things are just like, God damn, that's real life right there. That's some real shit.
I thought immediately of just, like influencers and all that. And it's very much that, like, man, this guy's like an influencer of that early time. And it proves his point when, we're going to spoil this movie as always, everybody. So just know that. Highly recommend. So I'd say watch this before
first.
listening to the podcast. It's well worth it. But the way the people are really into it, because it's like this guy's saying everything we're thinking. Like he's saying the quiet part out loud, as people like to say now.
Right.
And then people resonate with that because everyone's mad. And this is bullshit and this and this life kind of sucks a little bit. And when he talks about them being the tube, and it's almost this like, not brainwashing, but just the fact that everyone's into it and into what he's saying. But by the time we get to the end, everyone's a part of that machine. And when he gets killed on screen, everyone just like, like just they don't even care about like him anymore. It's not about the message or what he's saying. It's literally just the sensation of the show.
That's the thing that resonated so much, man. I'm just like, there are, even just recently in the last 6 months or a year, like people that have a message that resonate with other people. And obviously I'm kind of keeping a little more specific, but like the message they present takes on a life of its own at some point. And that's what happens here legitimately, but like that keeps happening over and over again. I mean, and so those it's wild that this nails it so perfectly, and it does it entertainingly, does it with humor, but also does it with some honest seriousness. That's one thing I think this movie contrasts. It's not easy to contrast tone so well as this one. Like the moments with Faye Dunaway and William Holden towards the end where they're breaking up, but they're going through the like. I'm generally interested and involved. Yeah. Like, it's moving, man. And yet at the same time, I've got this ridiculousness stuff going on in the background. It's like, it's wild that I can go from laughing my ass off, because then literally 10 minutes later, they're talking about murdering the guy, on screen. So
it's that whole side of the movie is interesting to me too, how it kind of gets into this, because it starts off establishing this great, like the friendship between William Holden and Howard Beale. Yeah. I think William Holden's name in the movie was Max. I want to say. So Max and Howard Beale. And he gets to a point where he's going to get fired, or he's like angry about.
They start out as drunken buddies. Everyone can relate to that, like having a drink with your friend.
And so he lets Howard do his last thing. He's like, no, keep him on the air. Don't take him off. And they fire him, and then they want to bring him back or whatever. And then he ends up getting fired again. But how then from there, you almost forget about their connection. And then this whole like B plot is about like Faye Dunaway and him. Mm-hmm. And that's really interesting too.
Oh, totally.
They're kind of dynamic.
The age difference, the places where they are in their careers, like how they have to be, going at each other. Like they have to be fighting.
Like kind of enemies and work enemies. Great. And it's a really interesting dynamic. And I do love the scene of how they're like kind of flirting about the first date. Yeah. Like I think that's really well written. And it's crazy to me, like how, and I'm sure this is I know this is very real, but it is crazy to me, like how just nonchalantly he's going to cheat on his wife.
Yeah.
Like, he's talking about having kids and honest about it. Yeah. Just super straightforward.
I love their first date because like she's talking about how she's a bad lay and like all this thing. And I'm just like, it's so well written. It's funny, but it feels cute at the same time. The whole thing is wild, man. Like that is such a that's my point about this like balancing act in the film. Like to do that and pull it off so believably is like, oh man, it's next level.
Yeah. And then when they get into talking about, go into that breakup scene, the way it's not, I'm not going to say meta, but the way he talks
there's
as if
layers,
there's like, I'm becoming a character in one of your scripts, and this is
they literally talked about 20 minutes
of what's happening. Yeah. They like set that up earlier too. And it's pretty crazy, man.
One of the things I loved about this time through is I really appreciated Faye Dunaway's approach to her character, especially the first half of the movie. The energy and exuberance she has for like her position in the company, like as this, programmer. It makes it almost, as an audience member, I'm like almost excited to see her succeed because she's like she obviously this is her whole life, and there's something about in films or in TV for me, and I think audience resonated with this too, because this movie actually was pretty successful when the time it came out. Like we love seeing people who love to do what they do or they are really good at what they do, and she just has that energy, and I think it's juxtaposed so well against Max's place in his career. He's just like, fuck it. I kind of agree with it. Who knows if he agrees, but you get the feeling some of the subtext is he might agree with some of the shit that Howard's saying on the air. So
no, I definitely think so. And he's at first trying to just kind of protect his friend. He's just like, dude, he's crazy. Like we can't put him on like that. And he represents that older generation too, where he wants the news. Like his job is the news shit. Yeah. So keeping it pure and not.
She calls him out on it. She comes in and she talks about how he did 10 sex store scandals, 16, and I'm like, that was back in the 70s. Yeah, right. And we're still dealing with the same shit. So
yeah, man.
It's wild.
Yeah, no, all that's really good and crazy, and I agree. Like her performance, like so everyone's performance is really great.
It's top notch.
She's well great too, and I like that you said you kind of wanted her to succeed because she brings that energy and that like when she's pitching the show and explaining the idea and explaining like, here's how this is going to help us get out of this situation. And
anytime you create character, like you put characters in those situations, I'm like, oh, I'm on board. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Let's figure out how we're going to, and of course they've got this, which seems so quaint nowadays, but in the 70s, they had a film crew as they're robbing a bank, and the scene that she's trying to set up for her show and everything. I'm just like, oh, this is hilarious. Cause how quaint, like that's everything nowadays. You have there's a phone everywhere. So,
like we need to get this footage of them doing the actual robbery and all that. And that stuff's crazy, man. And how they're trying to kind of, leapfrog off the Howard Beale show to get her I forget with like the communist people,
liberation, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I can't remember
that whole shit.
By the way, on a totally random note, the first time I watched this movie, I can remember I had to look up like 10 words because there were there were some words in there that I just had no clue. And this time I chuckled as I was watching because now that I know what they mean, I'm just like, those are used properly. Way to, you're impressed when somebody can use the language that way, So anyway, I was at least.
I'm going to pull out another drink for us to start warming up. This is going to be another warm up. Let's see where we at here. Little Knob Creek 18.
Hey, yo.
Batch 1. So this is from a few years ago. Okay, thank God that cork didn't pop or break like my Blanton's Gold the other day.
18. Oh, man.
Yeah, so we've done this before for sure, but this will be a little warm up for what's next.
This is the warm. Knob Creek 18 is a warm up, folks. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't had this in a while. Let's
Same
go.
here.
Especially batch 1. They're on like batch 3 or 4 now. Well, smells like Knob Creek still.
They've only 2022 was the first 18.
Yeah, because that was the 30-year anniversary.
Oh, got it. Okay, gotcha.
Ooh, there's that nice oak coming through.
Yeah, this is better than the 12. Like just the nose on it. You could just. Sorry, it's like
I just live in here a little bit
because
now that sweetness coming out.
The thing we go to always, or for at least for me, is like, oh, the 12 is close enough to the 18 that it's worth saving the money. You know, especially because 18 is way tougher to find. I don't know if
I mean, Pavilion's down the street from me has got a rack of them for like 170. So you let me know, man. I'll pick one up for you.
Yeah, I might have to. Damn it. It's gonna be an expensive bourbon month. Damn, it's so good.
And I'm not, oh yeah, there it is, 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
So what's crazy is like in Kentucky for pre-tour, we're in Owensboro, and these are so plentiful out there. They're just like on all the shelves. So
fuck them. Okay. That's what I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah,
Kentucky. I love you. But,
yeah. So, and I can't help it. Every time I've gone to pre-tour there a few times. So I have a few of these.
Oh, jeez.
I got one signed by Fred No too. Which is
that's
pretty
right.
dope.
I remember that. Yeah, well, maybe.
Yeah, Knob Creek 18.
Okay, here we go. This is the warm up. God damn.
Oh Lord,
that is some good
shit.
shit.
One of the best in the game, everybody.
Really,
Knob Creek 18. Now, even at the 100 proof, it's like some people get disappointed by that, but it really just like sits in such a good zone.
It hits every part of my tongue, which is like, I just feel like it gets through all of the taste buds. Where, in all fairness, the blenders was a little bit upfront for me. I didn't quite get a full, it didn't work, and this one, I mean, or at least comparatively, I should say, I may not have noticed had we not been, sipping this next. So
get a little more of the 12.
Yeah, please. Cool. No, that's what we got it. Like I said, I got a whole other bottle in there. So don't.
Yeah. Finish goes on pretty long too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is like, I don't know, for me, it's the perfect, I think as far as oak goes, like oakiness in a bourbon, this is like, as far as everything I've had now, which is a lot, I think this is in the pristine, like
so good.
The prime spot, while retaining the very Jim Beam Knob Creek quality, like that it still has that DNA with that great oak and a really nice, like soft caramel, man.
Gonna try and not enjoy myself too much here. I don't want to freak out the microphone here, but damn, that's good. Oh, so good.
Yeah, the 12 is like so bright by comparison.
Have you finished a bottle of the 18?
No, this is the first one. And I kind of don't want to finish it because I like the little batch one and all that.
Yeah,
but I do have like, I don't mean it's, I'm not bragging or anything, but I have like backups of these.
Right.
And I've been
in case he drops it on the floor and it crashes, the glass
it is on the top shelf in a very like
there you go.
dangerous spot.
It's a safety thing, folks.
But I've kind of been like, I mean, I'm sure they're not that different, but I've come close to like, because I have batch 2, batch 3, to like opening all of them and like, do they even taste different? Because it's not single barrel, but it's like the batch from year to year. So, and I'm glad that they keep. I mean, I don't know if they're going to keep doing it. Sure. I hope they do, because I thought it was going to be a one and done, but then every year there's another one. So, but yeah, let me know if you want me to pick one up for you.
Yeah, probably will at some point.
And I mean, the what's really cool about Knob Creek, and we'll talk about this when we get into the other bottle, is they're one of the few brands where I don't know. It's like I never see these marked up for like $300 or whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
Kind of like Elijah Craig 18 is like $250 and it's like a $60 bottle. Like in $170 for this, like we're shy of like $10 a year. Like I mean, that's fine. Like I'll pay that for this,
because the people who are maybe I'm wrong, but I know for me, I specifically want something like this. And I feel like if it's something you're not just hoodwinking people or whatever, like it's legit. This is the type of thing. I'm with you on that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to save the rest of that.
Okay.
You're finishing at 12.
No, I couldn't help myself, man. Sorry, it was too good.
Oh, well, I'm going to pour you. Was that it?
Yeah, that was it.
All right. I'm going to pour you a little bit more.
Okay. Let me,
because we're going to do, I'm going to give you just a splash.
Just a splash, yeah.
Because we got another.
Making Rudy,
wow, now there's like a little bit of a coffee note coming on there. And I mixed up my glasses. Fuck.
Oh, shit.
Well, this should be easy to tell.
Yeah, I mean, that's the nose on. I think that one was your 12. Your 12 was a smaller pour. Or maybe not.
Oh, that's 12.
Oh, never mind. Okay. My bad. Good thing
because I had just taken another drink, so they were like the same now. But okay, so save my 18. Yeah, so the Ned Beatty scene.
Oh, yeah.
He's like the big boss, you know, and then we get to a point where Howard Beale, what did he talk about? But he said something that pushed him a little too far. Oh, because he brought out the secret or whatever.
The Arabs. Apologies for using the term, but like the Arab money behind the merger, the plays from the parent company.
Yeah, which was really interesting. Yeah. Again, some other stuff that's like timeless, relevant, right? Like just all this crazy behind the scenes stuff. But when they have
there might be more Saudi money in this country right now than there ever has been. Yeah. So,
but when Ned Beatty calls him in to like, hey, like we need to talk. So it's where him and Robert Duvall go. Yeah. You know, he's not too happy about what just happened. And he's like, let's talk in our conference room.
The craziest, by the way, I think it's important to note at this point that there has been total crazy shit. And the one thing that gets people up in arms is the fact that they're talking about where the money's coming from. Like what? That's so fucking crazy at this point that like, I'm mad as hell. All this guy, I'm saying shit on the air. You know, I'm sorry. It was funny that the thing that triggered everything was where the money is coming from. It cracked me up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I get it because he's just like, and it goes into what Ned Beatty ends up like telling him, which I love when he's just like, you've interrupted the nature of the, he's like getting all, but then he like talks calmly again. And number one, cinematography in this movie, great. But this whole scene,
wonderful, dude,
the low key light and that composition, like the leading lines of the table and the green lamps leading up, and there's that little opening, that gap where then he's standing at the other end of the table. The camera's like kind of far away and he's like lit and everything around him is dark. And he's like doing this monologue, all in this one shot. Yeah. Like they never cut to a close up of him. They'll cut to a reaction of Howard Beale. And even that shot is like underlit and super dark. Like, and when Ned Beatty is explaining to him like, all this conglomerate, crazy economic shit. He's like, life in the world is business. It's always been that way. He's like, there is no nations.
Yeah, you're right.
It's only corporations. ITT, AT&T, you know, Exxon, this, that. Dude. And as he's like walking up, and then once he leaves his spot and the camera follows him on the long lens, and now he's like in darkness silhouette, and it's like so sinister.
It's perfect.
And then when he like lands, he just has like an edge light and like it's just like so beautiful. And I love that when movies weren't afraid to like go dark on people. Like nowadays I can see, and they probably got shit for this in the day. I'm sure there was a lot of pressure, you know, on them to like, we need to see his face, but thank God they held their ground. Sidney and that cinematographer are like, nope, we got to keep them dark. You know, I know Gordon Willis had to fight a lot of those battles back in the day. And it's just a brilliant moment.
You have meddled with the primal forces of nature, Mr. Beale, and I won't have it. Is that clear? You think you merely stopped a business deal? That is not the case. The Arabs have taken billions of dollars out of this country, and now they must put it back. It is ebb and flow, tidal gravity. It is ecological balance. You are an old man who thinks in terms of nations and peoples. There are no nations. There are no peoples. There are no Russians. There are no Arabs. There are no third worlds. There is no West. There is only one holistic system of systems. One vast and immane, interwoven, interacting, multivariate, multinational dominion of dollars. Petrodollars, electrodollars, multi-dollars, Reichmarks, Rins, rubles, pounds, and shekels. It is the international system of currency which determines the totality of life on this planet. That is the natural order of things today. That is the atomic and subatomic and galactic structure of things today. And you have meddled with the primal forces of nature. And you will atone. Am I getting through to you, Mr. Beale? You get up on your little 21-inch screen and howl about America and democracy. There is no America. There is no democracy. There is only IBM and ITT and AT&T and DuPont, Dow, Union Carbide, and Exxon. Those are the nations of the world today. What do you think the Russians talk about in their councils of state? Karl Marx? They get out their linear programming charts, statistical decision theories, Minimax solutions, and compute the price-cost probabilities of their transactions and investments, just like we do. We no longer live in a world of nations and ideologies, Mr. Beale. The world is a college of corporations, inexorably determined by the immutable bylaws of business. The world is a business, Mr. Beale. It has been since man crawled out of the slime. And our children will live, Mr. Beale, to see that perfect world in which there's no war or famine, oppression or brutality. One vast and ecumenical holding company for whom all men will work to serve a common profit, in which all men will hold a share of stock, all necessities provided, all anxieties tranquilized, all boredom amused. And I have chosen you, Mr. Beale, to preach this evangel.
Why me?
Because you're on television, dummy. 60 million people watch you every night of the week, Monday through Friday.
I have seen the face of God.
You just might be right, Mr. Beale.
So two things. Number one, Lumet may not have had to fight too much. Apparently, he was very well liked by the studios because he brought in films on schedule, on time, on budget, and they were really good. So apparently, he had a little bit of a. So who knows what he had to fight? I'm sure there was something. Yeah. But number two, my rewatch was in darkness, and when he closes the blinds, there's just this light on his face, and it's perfect, man, and like. Nobody was using Resolve to send around to mask out his face. That was like lit that way, and you're just like, brilliant, because it first of all gives you all the information, but then the emotion that it conveys, man. Oh, dude, how can you not be moved by? What the fuck? Like this just changed everything, you know. What a cool way to. That's once I go back to it again. This movie just goes back and forth between laughing your ass off, caring about something. What the fuck? I mean, just so many different emotions, and it doesn't jolt me. Like it just feels like, okay, this is the next step. And man, I couldn't agree with you more. The lights, even the lights on the little lamps that are on each individual like placement. It's beautiful. It's so perfect.
And just like that frame, like the leading lines.
Yes, the leading lines. Oh my God, yeah.
The almost like a stairway to heaven, right? If we're gonna take this whole God weird kind of like nature thing and the light on him.
Good, man.
But man,
to like rage and then bring it back to a point. And
am I getting through to you, Mr. Beale? Yeah.
He's speaking he knows, as he mentions, I'm a salesman. So he speaks the language that he understands. It's so good,
He's
man.
like, you think the Russians are blah, blah, blah. He's like, they're talking about this and the same shit that we do. And but I do have to be honest here. I was kind of lost on this, and you've seen it a few times. So maybe you can help me out. But I didn't quite understand, because the way they went into that scene, it seemed like they wanted him to stop. Like he was getting yelled at to like, you need to fucking shut up about this.
Yeah.
But in the end, it's him saying, I want you to preach the
gospel
idea.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
you need to explain this to people. And that's what he starts doing. And then that for Robert Duvall and then everybody in Faye Dunaway, and then now the ratings start going down because people don't want to hear about that shit.
Yeah. Ned Beatty's character, was it Rex? What the hell's his name? I can't remember. Whatever his name was. He mentioned something that basically right now they're in debt to the Saudis, but we're going to put that money back the other direction. So it's going to work for America. I think his whole thing is this, globalization basically is that there's this global economy that has to work, and it happened. We need this to happen. So kind of thing. So here's why it's a good thing for and why you should blah, blah, blah. That's one of the beautiful things, or I think such an interesting thing about this is that the details aren't as necessarily as important as the feelings and the emotions that it conveys, and how you can see in Finch's performance, like how it's affecting him, because you can tell he's totally buying into it. And it's just a simple, towards the end, he asks, he just asked one question, and it's like, it's so soft and perfect.
It's like, he's like, why do I have to do this?
Why do I do that? Yeah.
Because you're on TV, dummy.
Yeah,
and he says something about
dude, because you're on TV.
About God. He's like, I've seen God or spoken to God or whatever, and he's just like, maybe you have.
Maybe you have.
Like that subtext.
Dude, it's so good, man.
I just wasn't sure. It was kind of weird to me, but it's interesting too that those like topics. Like I immediately started thinking of, and again, it's like, man, Paddy Chayefsky and some of these other filmmakers really like were well researched and had their finger on the pulse of like where America is headed.
Yeah.
Because I think too, like Rollerball, I don't remember what year, but that's also around the mid 70s. I don't know if you saw that. I haven't Jimmy Caan. It's longer than it needs to be, but it is a really interesting concept, like in social commentary. But that movie, it's a dystopian future where, just like what Ned Beatty says, I forget like how far in the future it's supposed to be, but in that movie, there's no countries anymore. It's literally the corporations.
Yeah. So that's in sci-fi that happens all the time. Yeah. That's a real thing.
So it's just like, there's only like Houston and Tokyo and a couple of, but it's like really this company and like Pepsi Cola or whatever.
Right. Disney, they run everything.
And like that's what the countries are, as the companies. So I thought that was really like these movies were happening at the same time. So, something was going on.
The deep dive on that too it's interesting because that's filmmaking. If you think about making art in the real world, there's always this I don't want to say juxtaposition, but there's this balance of the business side of things and the art side of things, because artists have to live. And currently in our current system, you need money to live. So, you got to balance artistic endeavors and creativity and trying to do some of these things that are perhaps a little bit more enlightened, comes back to this reality of how much does it cost? Or can we make money with it? Who's the audience? All those things that the execs have to figure out. And obviously I'm a person who, because I love the arts, I want to see the art side win more often than the business side of things win. But I think that's one of the things that this movie gets to, making commentary about, and couldn't be any more relevant today than it was back apparently in 76, you know, so kind of thing. 50 years later, still dealing with the same shit. Oh my God, it is 50 years. Holy shit, 50 years.
Yeah, I guess so. Crazy.
Wow, damn, dude. Wild.
Yeah. And like I said before, and like you said, just as timeless as ever.
Timeless as ever.
And
one of the things I didn't appreciate as much on my first viewing. The cinematography is actually really well done, wonderfully done. There's some wonderful camera movements that are so soft and gentle, and actually the camera angles dude, just framing up a shot, you know, you got such great actors, you got such great writing. You obviously want to let that do the heavy lifting, right? But just even in the opening titles where there's this really small, slow dolly push, like it was done so tastefully. You could, if you're going to watch it multiple times, the cinematography is a really, I think, highlight of the film that is so subtle, but yet so effective in all these different types of things. I loved it, by the way.
Yeah, I forgot to look up the cinematographer beforehand because for a moment I was like,
well,
the
opening credits, they only list the director, the actors, and the writer. And so it's really interesting. Maybe they left the list of the producer. You don't get the cinematographer is the first or second credit on the end credits.
On the end, yeah.
Yeah, which I thought was super interesting. It's not something you normally see.
But so I'm just seeing that they did The French Connection, The Exorcist. I wonder if they did Sorcerer.
Owen Roizman. I hope I'm saying it right. Roizman?
That sounds right.
Yeah. That's at least something like that. But
3 Days of the Condor. I'm trying to watch that next.
I haven't seen that one.
The Taking a Pill and 1, 2, 3 too. Those are like 2 movies I'm trying to watch ASAP.
Nice.
The French Connection. Looks like they did not do Sorcerer though. Interesting. I figured it's like The Exorcist and French Connection. I was like, maybe The Addams Family. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know that I have too much else to say about this.
I think I love it. It's not a film I've watched a ton, but every time is a real joy. Yeah. There's so many good things in it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it.
And still laughing out loud. 4 times last night I laughed out loud, like literally. Okay. So he's I just saw a number. He busted out the other bottle. Here's like the second drink of this episode. We're gonna be doing Knob Creek 21. So this came out last year. Yeah. And I remember when Chris and I were at a Jim Beam tasting and they told us that the 18 was coming for the 30-year anniversary. So that was probably 2021. Oh, geez. And I remember they mentioned like, down the line, we're going to have a 21 year coming. And it finally happened. And I had gotten to a point, I was going through my move and all that and trying to save money and not be as ridiculous as I was the last few years. You can't help it, folks. Just look at that.
Even though I was like I'm a huge Knob Creek fan, as everybody knows, a huge Beam head. I kind of accepted that I probably wouldn't get this one.
Okay.
And lo and behold, when it came out, I didn't, I like never even saw it.
Okay.
Granted, I wasn't like going to stores anymore. So I was like, you know what? I guess this one just isn't in the cards for me. And then,
well, he's trying to pop it.
I'm so afraid I'm going to screw this up right now.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. I almost did. I almost messed it up. But lo and behold, as fate would have it, it ended up in my hands just a couple weeks ago.
Holy cow.
So I've been kind of saving it and waiting for the right good cork pop.
I'm pretty ignorant on this stuff. Is there anything else that has an age statement of 21 years in Bourbon Land?
So Pappy Van Winkle, there's the oldest one in that lineup is 23, I think. Okay. But they have I think they have a 20 as well. It goes like 10, 12, 15, 20, 23, I believe.
I kind of asked, where'd you find it? What's the story?
Cypress Craft Beer and Liquor.
Oh, very cool.
They had 3 of them and I was lucky enough to get one. And it was, I believe, around SRP. So about 220, 230 or whatever. Yeah.
It was reasonable.
Yeah. A Pappy 23 is like $3,000.
Yeah. So that's totally different level.
Yeah. And so again, and I'm sure this one, because you don't see many that pass the 20-year mark.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of stores did mark it up, but I'm glad they kept it. And that's the thing, right? It's like, it's crazy that Knob Creek, for some reason, people are just like, let's not upcharge it.
I mean, they sell it at Costco. I mean, that's one of the reasons, that you can get it kind of anywhere, but
yeah, so we're still at 100 proof.
Although I still go to like restaurants and they still don't have Knob Creek. It's weird.
Really?
Yeah, I've been there's a couple places, but because it's always my go-to if they don't have anything else. So
yeah, so I'm excited. I love the Black Label too, limited edition. Yeah, man, I've waited years for this, and
to describe the bottle is literally the same as all the other ones we're looking at, but it's got a nice little necklace around. Around there.
Just the limited edition 21. Came in a nice little wood box, just like the 18 batch one.
Dude. I want to give Rudy a hug for bringing this over because it could taste like shit, but I'm just appreciative that you shared it with me. So, should I start with the 18 or go right to the 21?
I'm going to go to the 21 and then back to the 18.
Cool. Okay. Well, yeah, I got we're nosing it.
Yeah. The nose is very nice. I could also live in this.
Are you getting a difference between the 18 and the 21?
I feel like the 21's a little more subtle.
Oh, yeah.
But otherwise, it's pretty similar.
It's similar. That's what I was getting. Yeah, actually, maybe you're right.
Oh, man. That was like, it is getting better and better there.
It literally is.
God, that's just like, like oak and chocolate. Like,
it's all in there.
Oh, man.
And the thing is, I don't have to put my nose that far into it. It's just radiating
It's
off
really nice. Just like so cozy
really
and nice. And there's the vanilla. Oh man, sweet vanilla buttercream, dude. It's like it gets better like as I keep going back to it.
It literally does. You're getting more
caramel, man.
There's more. Okay, I was literally you beat me to it. I was literally about to comment on the caramel. I'm like, I think I got some caramel on that one. Still just sniffing it, folks.
And I understand it's like the stock notes you always get, but there is something different about it, right? It's like, but I don't get the typical peanut like Knob Creek scent. Maybe I'm just like used to it because we've had 4 of them already. But God, that smells. I just smell that all day. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I think the oldest. Because I don't think I ever got to try the Pappy 23, but I tried the 21 or the 20, whatever it was.
Got it. So yeah,
I did try I don't remember because Heaven Hill has like a 19 and a 20. They have a 17, a 19, and a 20. I tried the 19. The 17 and a 19. I don't remember if I did the 20 or not. So this might be the oldest bourbon I've ever had. So we'll find out.
Does Cove have any Pappy? Because at some point I got to try it. But
they do, yeah.
They do, okay.
That's actually where I first tried it. There was like a flight option.
Gotcha.
That was several years ago. So the prices have gone up a bit, but it's still like that's probably your best bet to try it.
At some point I got to bite the bullet and just be disappointed. But, it's I mean, what? I don't know. You can't go in there with that kind of, approach.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure even there, like a pour is probably like $150.
Yeah, I totally get it.
Like I forgot how much I spent on the Heaven Hill like 19. I think around the same something like that. But I was like, I gotta try it.
I mean, at some point, right?
I was disappointed.
Yeah, I mean,
I was like, fuck, this isn't that
for a
good.
fucking taste for $150.
Yeah.
I mean,
but it wasn't even like that good.
Right.
Good. Like I wouldn't buy the bottle.
I mean,
at all.
You and I always. I mean, we've said it a million times. Knob Creek 9 for $30 or $40, whatever it is, pretty damn good. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Right, yeah.
We there?
Cheers, man.
Cheers, man. Thank you so much, dude. This is exciting.
Yeah.
Oh. Holy shit, that's wonderful. Wow.
That's dark.
Dude.
Very dark.
That is next level, man. Wow. Why is that so much different than the 18?
Yeah, I have to say, man, and I don't like using this word at all. And I know a lot of other people hate it too. But that was like crazy smooth.
Oh my God, yeah.
But because for me, it's like I like the heat, I like the alcohol, so I don't like when things are like too smooth or just like
here,
water.
Same here.
But
That's
this
one of my
was
problems
somehow,
with Elijah Craig,
this was somehow like it was smooth,
but I got all the flavors.
I still had all the like everything else I'd want. That's very dark.
Very dark. Yeah,
that is quite oaky, but not off-putting.
No.
Man, that really lingers, dude.
It's still there.
Yeah.
That one felt like, this is so stupid, but it felt like it's surrounded by tongue with the flavors. Like it was wild.
Yeah.
And the 18 almost did that, but kind of stopped at a certain point. This one just keeps going. Damn. Fucking 3 years makes a difference like that. I know I shouldn't be amazed by something. This is chemistry, right? But I mean, holy shit, it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not making my mouth water. Or pucker or whatever you call
Yeah, it's not like it's like a little dry, but like in such a good way, but not like it's not over oaked. It's not too dry.
No.
The palate, I'd say, definitely matches the nose. Like I get more of the. God, that's good. It's like super viscous too. It's like it matches the note. Like the sweeter notes don't come out that much. It's a little more of the spices and the oak for sure.
Yeah.
But without being overbearing, I feel like there's just enough hint of like a sweetness. I'm sure if we kept drinking it, it'd probably get sweeter and sweeter.
I mean, do we kill the bottle tonight? Is that what you're saying? I was kidding.
If I had easy access to another one, sure.
I'm messing with you.
But
you'd have to pull me off the floor if we kill that bottle. Holy cow. Okay.
Yeah, man. I
want to go for another sip, but I do want. Okay, you're going back to the 18.
Did you do 2 already?
No, I've only done 1.
I'd say do at least the second one. Yeah. Maybe I'll do sip number 3 because the second one usually you get the different flavors. But
oh my god, yeah, dude, why does that happen? Now I'm getting the sweet. Oh my god, so smooth.
Man, there's that like really good Knob Creek like taste coming out of just that peanut butter, crunchy peanut butter. Yeah.
I don't want to say floral, but there's something opening up in it. It's because it's not floral, but it's just like, yes.
Doing that little thing.
Okay.
I'm going to go to 18
We'll compare to the 18 here. And
I will say for the most part, God, the 18 smells so good too.
Yeah.
This one almost smells like chocolate cinnamony to me now.
I really thought the 21 smelled like way better, like nosed way better, but it's actually very similar.
Oh, you think it's pretty similar? The 18 smells just, well, for me right now, like a little sweeter. Like way sweeter.
Oh, maybe you're right. How Zach? I got them right next to each other.
Chocolate and cinnamon.
Oh my god, yeah, totally.
Yeah, right?
Dude,
by comparison,
yeah, way more.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah, way more.
Oh, there's a little cherry on the 21 now.
Okay, I was gonna say cinnamon, but it's definitely cherry.
Oh shit!
Holy
damn,
cow.
that's good. Okay,
it's fucking fun.
18. Here we go.
Damn, that's pretty good. Okay, I actually thought it was wider apart originally, but they actually just have kind of their own unique taste to me. This one, it's not dark chocolate, but it's something. Maybe it's the caramel I'm getting a little bit more this time.
I don't know. The 18 for me this time, by comparison, seemed a lot thinner and brighter.
Thinner. That's what I was looking for.
Like it still like has. I think the palate is still pretty similar. Like the flavor, but it was, just a little, but I wonder too, this has been sitting open a lot longer.
Right.
So just that little bit can change it up. But, the 21, I don't want to make it seem like it's such a jump, but it is to me like a little like darker, richer.
It is most definitely different. I think you can easily say that there's something about the flavors in the 21 that hit differently than in the 18. It's a little bit tough to put the finger on it, but damn. I will say if you're a fan of the Knob Creek, you won't be disappointed with either. They both hit.
Yeah. Now the 21, so they both say limited edition, but the 18 they've been doing once a year. Sure. I don't know if 21 is going to continue to get releases. I kind of doubt it, which
seems
is
like
bummer.
It's a pretty limited release.
There was definitely a lot less of these floating around too. I mean, when I go back to Owensboro at the end of the month, maybe I'll get lucky and find another one. But
jeez, if you do find more than one, I think I would actually maybe not. I don't know. I'm not a collector, so I drink it. That's the problem.
Well, that's a good thing though.
Yeah,
that's
right?
a good thing. And you should. I'm trying to drink more of this stuff.
One of the things my wife does wine, and one of the things we love is just sharing a bottle with people and things like that. Yeah. And it's one of it can be a real way to socialize. Like that's just, it's really nice.
Well, that's the thing too. It's like I don't have a lot of like drinking buddies, so I'm also like not shit. That's why I brought it for the podcast. Cause like I've had it for like 3 weeks and I haven't opened it yet. Cause I was like, and I knew I was going to open it. I was like, this isn't one I'm just going to let sit there. Like I'm going to drink this. Man, yeah. But, at the same time, it's like, I don't know that I want to like do it by myself, you know? So there is the social aspect where, yeah, it would have been good. It would have been cool, but to just me sitting there with all my Knob Creeks alone, it's a little lame.
Side tangent really quick. This is the shitty thing about getting older is that you have to work, right? Yeah. So like you dedicate so much of your time to work that you have less time to hang out with your friends, which really fucking sucks because you want to share good bottles with your friends. Like what the fuck? Yeah. What the fuck, life? Sorry, that shit has been pissing me off recently.
I'm mad as hell, and I'm
mad as hell. I'm not gonna take it.
Thank you for listening to the Drinks in a Movie podcast. You can now find us on Instagram at Drinks in a Movie Pod, where we'll be posting photos from all the various films that we discuss. You can also email us at drinksinAmoviepod@gmail.com. Please rate, review, and subscribe, and thank you for listening.